Hi guys, thanks for having a look. This is a quick installation video and testing video on how the BMW throttle lock assembly works. So as you can see, throttle moves freely when not engaged, and to engage it, twist your throttle to whatever you desire, press down on the lever, let go, and your throttle is secured in that position. You can move it while it's engaged, so if you needed to knock the throttle off for whatever reason, you can go forward. As you go forward, it will ping it all the way up, well, nearly all the way up. You just have to give it a little bit of a nudge, but the throttle is still movable when the lock is in place. That is how it should be properly set up. Another thing to note is this is on the BMW F800 GT with standard fairings and wind protection, and as you move the bars around, it does clear the screen. So that's that. So yeah, I'll move on to what comes in the package and how to install it and how to adjust it as well, because you might have to move your grips a little bit. All right guys, cheers. So in the package you'll receive a full assembly as pictured on the left. It comes with a little piece of masking tape over the top just to prevent the bolt from coming out during shipping and getting lost in the bag or something along those lines. The assembly consists of the main body, a lever, a replacement bolt which is slightly longer, and a spring. It's worth noting that both the fastener and the spring are stainless steel, so you won't have any issues with rust, and as per the original, it's Torx fitting, T20 Torx, and that's the only tool that you need to use to install. The parts themselves are made out of an ABS like resin, so they're quite hard wearing. You won't have any issues with breakages and such the likes. It is a very tough material, and as you can see, the finish on the parts it's near injection molded. They're quite a nice example of what modern resin printers can do. So from standard, the fitting goes as follows. You unscrew the screw that's holding the throttle cap down currently. I've already done this for video purposes. I'm holding my phone, and one hand unscrewing isn't fun. So you simply just, once it's unscrewed, lift it forward, pull it back and up, and that'll remove the original assembly. So once removed, it should look a little bit something like this. You take your new assembly, you remove the masking tape so you can see the screw, and you simply just slot it in. So there is a bit of a trick to this. At the front, the levers are very close fit, so you kind of have to hook it down. It does go. Sorry, let's look. Hook it down, press it in, and then drop the backside. Okay, so you've dropped the backside in. You can have a look at the front and see that the tang is in place. Sorry, let the camera focus. The tang is in place where it should be. Come on, focus. There we go. Right, so the tang's in place where it should be. You drop it on the back and then simply wind the screw down. So once the assembly is installed, it should look something like this. There will be a little bit of adjustment required to the position of the grip on most bikes. You might get lucky and put it on and it just works straight away. But as you can see on this particular example, the throttle lock isn't engaged, but when I roll it round and let go, it does return, but very slowly, and that's not safe. You don't want it to be snagging like this at all. So what you do is you remove the assembly, and then you'll tug on this a little bit and just pull it all the way around, just a little bit. Pull it down on the flange and reinstall and try again. So removing this assembly is a little bit trickier than the original because of the lever, but essentially you follow it in the same way. So you tip it up at the back, give it a bit of a wriggle and whatnot, and then it'll come away. Once away, as I said, grab this, pull on it, move it, manipulate it as you see fit, and then reinstall the cap as per previous. Once reinstalled and adjusted, you can actually move the assembly a little bit. If you leave the screw loose, you can push it and bring it closer to the other controls, and that'll give you a little bit more clearance as well. Once you've done that, you're looking for the throttle to rotate round and snap back in its standard position without it engaged. However, when you open it and close it, you obviously want it to grab the throttle, and that's a properly adjusted system right there. So a couple of things to note with this. You don't want to lubricate it in any way. So, don't put any lubrication on this area here to make it slide easier. between the lever and the body. The way this works is on friction, so if you remove that friction by spraying WD-40 on it, or a bit of 3-in-1 oil, or whatever you've got around, you could hamper the performance of it. So don't lubricate it. The pivot, again, doesn't need lubrication. It's totally maintenance free. And the other thing is the flange that this is, or the grip flange that this system was designed around, is the BMW F800 GT with the standard heated grips. Now that flange diameter there is 55mm in diameter. If your flange diameter on your bike is smaller, you'll probably get away with this system and it will work. If it's any larger, then unfortunately the grip will bind on the lever mechanism and you'll never be able to get it properly adjusted. So that's something to bear in mind. It should fit every BMW with this type of cap system over the throttle. Obviously they're not going to make 10 different throttle types for the different bikes that they have had over the years. However, it does need to have this cap on. It needs to be a throttle by cable system. If you've got one of the newer bikes, which is throttle by wire, so electronically controlled, this won't work for you. But if you've got that system, you've probably got cruise control anyways. But yeah, this is much neater. Really nice system. So I hope you found this little installation / tutorial / demonstration video interesting and useful. If you want to purchase one of these, there will be the link in the description box below to my eBay listing. If you've already purchased one, then thank you very much. Right guys, well, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.